Hey, it's Walter Van Dusen. Currently in New York City, there's a NAB show, but I wasn't able to go. So that's why I'm wearing a NAB shirt. A couple things happened recently. I got to go to the B&H Build Expo in New York City, and I got to meet some companies. One company is 16 by 9. They're a distributor. I got to play around with some devices. And I found that they have the Noga arms, the ones that can hold a lot of weight. This is the 32-inch cine arm. It can hold 22 pounds like this, 22 pounds out. So I use this on my rolling interview stand. And the shorter one is a 20-inch, and this can hold 33 pounds. So these was the highlight of the show for me, finding the 60 by 9 booth and these Noga arms that I can use on my rolling stand. What I do use to hold my cameras on the rolling interview stand is Manfrotto makes this really good device here that I can use to quickly remove cameras off this to go handheld. So I have a few of these. And what's nice about these are you can loosen it up and then rotate the camera a little bit and get it to where you want it to be. So I have a couple of these 32 inches, which are phenomenal. Another thing recently, which I've had videos about, we have Tentacle Sync E receiving timecode from the Rode Wireless Pro. This is the master timecode being generated by the Rode Wireless Pro going to the Sony FX3, and with the recent update to the Blackmagic camera app, it can also receive timecode. So this is a test to see how the timecode works for the Rode Wireless Pro that's here. I also have a Tentacle Track E recording video, 32-bit. So this is sort of cool. So that's by Rode and Tentacle, and it's cool that Blackmagic Design picked up with the Tentacle Track E or Sync E2, so you can do timecode. So these are cool, and I'll just do hopefully a little unboxing. So we do have timecode going to the Rode Wireless Pro. This is the transmitter, which is also recording 32-bit float along with the Track E. At B&H's Build Expo, I had the Nanuk 9, I believe 15, and I was talking to one of the people that worked in the booth, or was at the booth. I wish it was a little taller. So the cool part is they said, we have one that's taller. It's the 918. So I'm going to open up the Nanuk made in Canada, Montreal. I have two knives. One is by Jerry Rig Everything, the clear version, and I have my nice knife here. So we're going to do a comparison, which is sort of stupid, but this is basically a little knife that you can change out the blades by Jerry Rigs Anything. Obviously, it's going to be nice and sharp. Don't normally have both of these knives with me at the same time, but we're going to do strictly the jerry rig anything knife. Back here, you can push it and then it comes down. Like I mentioned, this is from Montreal. This is the Nanuk 918 black. Should have foam in it, along with a, here's my head, it should have foam along with, ooh, it even has better than foam. Wow, la-di-da. So the Nanuk has a couple different options. You can have it without this divider organizer, which my first one has that, but I think this would be really nice to put in mics and other things so it's safe and sound. So, very nice. And it also has this, which is the organizer, which I think is better than the foam stuff that you have to cut. This is the 918 padded divider set, which I'll put back into the case. Thank you. So it comes with this is the Nanuk 918 padded divider set. I'm going to put this in. Hopefully I can do it seamlessly. I don't have a top-down camera for this video. This is made for it, but I don't have any of the dividers out, of course, but very nice. This is my I think my third or fourth. I think it's my fourth Nanuk. One of the great things about the Nanuk, which I found easier than other boxes that I own, is this is much easier to shut. I have the other company that's pretty well known, and for whatever reason, I can't shut them, lock them. Made in Canada, and if you are a veteran or law enforcement, first responder, etc., they also offer some discounts, which I find really nice when companies support veterans. So I'm a veteran and retired law enforcement, so it's really nice. So this is the black 918 by Nanuk, and I'll show you what I did to it for my rolling interview stand. So I went to a hardware store and I drilled some holes because I'm not going to be taking this outside. So I drilled some holes in the bottom, which allow me to add this plate to by Cupo. So with the plate, I can mount it either through here or using one of these, I can mount it to the stand using a magic clamp or etc. And I have these little wing nuts. I went to a hardware store. So I have the little wing nuts. I bought the proper bit to make it so the thread screws don't fall off when I undo these wing nuts. So it's relatively snug. I actually had to screw them in through the hole. So I don't want them to be loose. And then what I do is I put this on. And for me to travel, I want to take this big giant thing off so I can pack it in the suitcase. It's the first time that I took it off. I went to San Diego Expo Atlanta, and I didn't have to take it apart because I drove, but if I fly, I want to take this off so I can fit it in my suitcase. So San Diego Expo Atlanta was the first time that I had my new version 4.0 rolling stand with the Matthews double Hollywood stand with the big wheels they have. I had no issues rolling around, so that was a huge upgrade. And I brought this 918 with me. So I had everything that I needed for audio and some snacks, whatever, on it. So this goes on the rolling stand. I carry some microphones. So I have it empty inside, and it's secured on the stand. So when I want to do an interview, I have a couple of ways to provide audio. I use the Sony UWP handheld mic. I also have another handheld mic by Sony. This is the XLR clip-on. I was gifted these grip gloves at San Diego, which I thought was nice. And then Sony. But little knickknacks, some stuff. But I keep the gray card in here. Keep this in here, which is the color checker passport video, and etc. So, and when I'm rolling around, it's very secure, very easy to shut, much more easier than the other company. So this is the 918 by Nanuk in black. Excellent case. The difference between this and I believe the 915, this is about this much taller this way. So I think it's almost like this much taller. So I'm able to add some more stuff. Opens up really easy. And like I mentioned, they support veterans. And this one is the brand new one. This one I'm going to use the lid organizer so I can have all the lavalier mics up here safe and sound. So very well made in North America and Canada, Quebec country, based in Quebec, Canada. So someday I'll be able to go visit them. That was a huge connection from the B&H Build Expo, along with 16x9, which has these extremely well-made Noga arms called the Power Arm. Can hold 22 pounds, which is plenty. The 20-inch one can hold 33 pounds. And for those that haven't seen this, this is how I connect. I even have my camera connected on it right now on a YC Onion tripod, my FX3. These are just really nice by Manfrotto. I'll most likely have the QR code pop up for this. This, which is the Noga 32-inch, Noga 20 to 16 by 9. Rode Wireless Pro, outputting Timecode to the tentacle, which I'm not sure if you can see the green. Yep, I can see it. The green light is flashing, which means it's receiving Timecode.